live here in just a second.
Good
But I
morning.
was going to do our little theme song, but I ended up having to reset my program, and so it reset. It just took it off. I have to re-put it in. Re-put it in? Re-input? Is that the right word? I'm not sure really what it is. Well, good morning, everybody. And good morning, my dear. How are you?
I am.
I am.
I am.
Still trying to.
Poopty tad.
Yep. And hey, join us on Facebook Live on my personal page and on.
I was going to say, did you share it? I haven't shared mine yet.
Well, I'm going to
So,
go while you're talking.
You're probably going, hey, but it's Friday. I thought y'all were doing your show on Thursdays. We normally do, but yesterday we had a couple of important things to do instead, and so, so that's kind of how that went. And but we're good. We're good.
You make those kind of adjustments. That's what you do.
Yes, you do. So I'm trying to find
I just shared, and I'm going to go ahead and punch the button
there
here.
There it is. Okay.
So we should be.
So how was your week?
My week's been doing. It wasn't too bad. There is the weather has been. I hadn't even gone outside to check the trailer out there to see how the rain, because we had a lot of rain. It should have stayed pretty dry in there.
Yeah,
it'd be kind of exciting to see.
So my cousin was here, and I was telling her husband. I said, "Yeah, we took the trailer that was ready for the dump, and we took the old leaky rubber roof off, and then we dried in the top. We went ahead and put a gabled roof on there, and it cost us what?
Cost a little bit. Cost a little bit.
You didn't want to tell me how much it cost.
No,
it's what? It was under $1,000.
Yeah, under $1,000.
And because we, it's so funny because when our parents were young, their parents, our great grandparents or our grandparents or whatever, didn't necessarily have a lot of stuff, because back then they didn't have that much. They had some furniture, and they had maybe a closet with 10 pieces of clothing and whatever, and so then when they would pass away and the things would go to the next of kin, anyway, there wasn't that much to pass on. But nowadays, it's what?
I'm just listening to make sure everything was going.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
But
We're
nowadays, we are a world of
stuff.
We are always buying stuff, and the stuff might be kind of cool or whatever, but there's only so much stuff you can fit in your house. So Bruce's dad was a collector. He was, I guess, considered a hoarder. Although I think I am in some ways considered a hoarder.
You're at the point of collector still.
I am an organized
collector. There you go. Very good. Very good.
But really borderline there, so there's just so much stuff. And so my cousin is also having to have the same sort of situation where her mom is getting older and she collected stuff. And, we've gotten to that new generation thing to where all of a sudden it's like, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, the world has got a lot of, we need to just stop buying crap, because this consumer mentality is just.
And when you go, we had a free dump day every quarter.
Yeah.
Our city has a free dump day, and for me that's good because I can take a flatbed trailer of stuff and take it out there and dump it. And now, through the last couple of months, has really been an advantage for us to get rid of some things that we wouldn't be able to otherwise. Yeah. And when I drove out there, I mean, you never really see the extent and the size of your landfill sometimes until you get out there.
Compared to when we were young and you went out there and it was just flat and then a little bit of a hill. And
yeah,
now
well,
it's
I remember going out there with my dad to dump some stuff out there. You go out to the landfill, no cars out there, no tractors, no trailers, no big earth movers out there doing stuff. You just walked out there and you threw stuff into a pit that was on fire. Okay, so
really?
they were burning the stuff that was in the pit.
Oh my gosh!
And that freaked me out because, you get, am I gonna get too close to the edge? Am I gonna fall in or what? Just being a young kid.
Oh my gosh! I never knew that.
Yeah,
hey, I learned something.
There you go. And now you go out there.
It's no longer a pit.
It's no longer a pit. It's crazy. And the things you worry about are: am I going to get a nail in a tire or something as I'm going through there or come out? Am I going to have everything working? Am I going to go on the wrong road and get myself stuck? Because there's just you got to travel to get to where you're going, now? And then when you're backing in to the area, it's like, wow, there's everybody. You're next to trailers and next to people dumping stuff. I mean, there's not any one time where there's not more than 10 cars of people waiting to dump something.
Well, and then there's this double whammy of you had the generation that went through the Great Depression, where they literally, when we were going through Bruce's parents' stuff, we literally found a book that had the what do you call those papers? Ration book, where you had a ration for coffee and a ration for sugar, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is so interesting, So of course we've got all that stuff, and it's cool stuff. I mean, it's interesting, it's fascinating, but who has room for all of it? So I'm just making junk journals out of it. If you don't know what junk journals are, they're kind of a mixed media sort of artistic sort of thing. Mm-hmm. I love it. I'm just obsessed with it right now, but it's kind of a way of collecting old memorabilia of, for us right now, it's like, oh my gosh, finding all of these vintage Valentine cards from 100 years ago. And they're so freaking cool. I found a box. Your mom had a box of really, really old paper ornaments that are just, they're so old and they're so cool. But what do you do with all that stuff?
You just can't.
They're hard to let go of, man.
You just can't. There's not as much sentimentality, if that's even a word, as much now. So, as things get passed down, there's fewer and fewer sentimental things that are kept. You got to have more and more stuff.
Well, see, I'm the opposite. Well, I keep anything that has some sort of sentimental story to it. I mean, I'm that's my problem, is I am super sensitive, sentimental, that sort of stuff. I can read people's, energy, whether they're upset or happy or whatever. Yeah. And so it's a problem.
Very cool. So
good morning, Miss Sherry Schwartz.
No.
Cherie Schwartz. I know. I read it wrong.
So, so just for those of you, great to have you folks watching us on Facebook Live this morning. And just as a reminder, we will not call you out unless you speak first.
Yeah. Oh, don't do that.
Sorry.
What did you do that for?
I was blowing a gnat off that was on my...
Yeah, don't do that
look
again.
At that. See, that's...
What'd you do? Good morning, Mr. Chris Rose. How are you?
Chris Rose. Yes, indeed. Chris Rose. Bring that back down.
So Cherie was talking about some things that some of her songs that were nominated for that...
Josie Award thing?
That Josie Award
Very
and stuff.
Good. Very
Congratulations on that. That's
Definitely.
very cool.
Definitely.
That is a busy lady. She has got so much music stuff going on and everything.
She's got a music conference coming up in August that I'll be speaking at. Probably just a little short
lady.
Speech. Yes, indeed.
So yeah.
Let's see what we got.
On my way to Indy to play
Herrera.
Lost and Found at noon.
Yes, JR is coming into town and going to be playing over at Lost and Found at downtown at noon. That's Randy Rogers' place.
Okay, so where's the Lost and Found one? Is that the one next to Muck and Fuss?
Yes, that's the one right next to Muck and Fuss. So JR
kind
has
of
some
a
fun.
neat venue there. Good luck with that. That sounds like a fun gig.
And it's kind of
Bruce had a gig yesterday.
See, he's playing kind of a rooftop type of thing.
Yeah,
and
hopefully you're luckier than he was.
Yeah, we not so much over at we kind of had our debut over at Cowboys and Cadillacs downtown on the rooftop, and of course, as things have been happening this year, our outside gigs have brought rain.
So like they were loading out. And it started raining, and they started loading back.
Yeah.
So it ended up going from a full band gig to a duo.
A duo.
So
have
a great day, man. That should be a fun gig there.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun for you over there, and you probably get a little. Maybe they'll give you a lunch out of it too. That would be great. That would be good.
So you've got something tomorrow.
I've got something tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to be over at the Poorhouse, the full band downtown. That is right by the downtown social. So we'll be. I think we start at like 9. If it's a late start, at least not like 9 or something like that. So thank God for the rain. We needed. We definitely needed the rain.
So every time, I mean, the whole thing this summer, I mean, normally we're like at the end of June and the grass is still green. Isn't that awesome?
It is.
We haven't hit crunchy grass yet.
Not yet.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool. That is very cool. Hey, I wanted to pass, there are some times where you get, you have a business and you get, there's not a whole lot of going on maybe sometime, or somebody's not supporting you or whatever. My friend Ship from Texas Red Hot Radio up north, he posted a one of those little phrase things, that little meme phrases or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was pretty good. I thought I'd share that among other things this morning. He said, do not cancel your business just because people do not support you. The world is full of strangers rooting for you. A customer will become a friend faster than a friend will be a customer.
Oh, that's good.
That was pretty inspiring.
Yeah,
I would have to say. So
that's pretty good.
So when we're talking about business, mm-hmm. I want to send out kudos to we'll mention our sponsors here in just a few minutes, but a local business here in town that is owned by the Poppy family. It's I guess the dad had it. It's Daryl and Greg Poppy. Went to school with them too. They own CarQuest Auto Parts, downtown New Braunfels, kind of on the west side off San Antonio Street, but they've been in that building forever. So I needed a part for the Jeep, just an oil pressure sensor. And the
Jeep is an old old
a 95 Jeep, and it had to be a certain. I needed certain specifics on it, and mainly the threading on the gasket on the thread basically was the important part. So you called around, and nobody would have it. Nobody would have that particular one, and they'd give you other options and go like, no, I can't do that. So I said, you know what, I'm going to call them. I should have called them sooner, but I didn't. And Greg answered the phone, and he didn't even know. I didn't tell him who I was. I told him what I was looking for. And he, long story short, even went to the back to find the ones that he is getting already, and said, the ones I'm getting come with the thread.
Checked him. So, when a business goes out of their way in a really nice way to help you out, I don't think people realize that they're, he had a situation where a sound guy seemed inconvenienced. I don't think people realize that what you put out, you get back. So, I mean, when it comes down to it, when you're, that sort of kindness, it's all in that karmic law. people don't realize when you're crappy, you get crappy back.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
so it was really neat that you had that experience.
So I'm going to you can try all the other guys in town that have a storefront on about every mile, but I'm gonna put their information here in the comments to give CarQuest Auto, give the Poppy family over there, give Mom and Pop a little bit of support.
See, I love when you get to actually sponsor small businesses
Yeah.
because
Let me make one other recommendation to you. You have automobiles, okay?
automobiles.
And that's, you like that? That'd be a good one.
That one's a good one.
And you're always going to need a part of some sort. Now, if it's a spark plug or windshield wipers or whatever, yeah, go to the store. But if it's a specialty part that you're going to need, call first before you go. Because how many times have you gone?
How many times have you called and then you go and they go, "Oh no, I'm sorry, I was wrong. It said it was in stock, but it wasn't in stock." And you go,
No. See, that's the thing I don't do anymore. If they say that they have one in stock, I say please verify that you have that in stock before I come by. And if they say, "Yep, got it right here," go say, "Well, I'll be right down."
Yes.
Okay, so call ahead of time. They can so you know and not waste your time, because you could be hours on the road going from one to the other.
That's true.
Not knowing. All right.
Okay, so who are you wearing?
I am wearing Air Force colors today. I've got my son, my airman, my hero on, because our son is. I'm not sure. There are times of the year where the kids there's no communication.
No, it's an age thing.
It's an age
Our
thing.
kids are in their 30s.
I am
Their early
independent.
30s. And it's like, I'm like, I am never going to hear from my kids until they're in a relationship with a girl.
Yep.
Because the girl will be like, "You need to call your mom.
Tell her hello.
You need to call your dad."
So that's what I'm wearing today. And you are wearing?
Oh, I am wearing Rumor Town. There's the bass player in this band. I have got this huge crush on, and sorry, but he's hot.
Yeah. He was really hot when she first met him.
Oh,
But,
mullet and all, man.
mullet and all.
Woo!
Yahoo!
Holy capers, holy jeans.
Holy moly.
Super thin white shirt with a tie, working at Weiss bagging groceries. Woo, baby.
Oh, those were the days, weren't they? Those were the days. Lorianne, watching this morning, I could say.
Good morning, lady. How are you?
Chris Rose, enjoyed playing with the County Line Band. I did last weekend.
So now,
fun.
Lori, we did Lamaze together, right, in San Antonio. We had the twins, and you were pregnant with, I don't remember which one it was that you were which number you were pregnant with.
Which one?
But such
yes.
a fun lady.
Yeah.
Such a fun lady.
Let's see.
So let's give one of our sponsors
Okay.
right now, so we don't overwhelm them with
That's right.
sponsors. But we like to put our sponsors out there, because without them, this would not work.
Be possible.
Yeah, this would not be, and this is such a great a way to support local artists. So give one.
We'll go with Hill Country Customs Towing and Collision. Travis and Veronica Beatty,
who have been with us forever and
yes.
are just such good people. And so, if you have to have your vehicle towed or worked on, you can. This is like safe, no-brainer.
Yeah, it's the if you have to have your car worked on.
These are the people you want to work with.
It's the it's the body shop part of it. It's not the mechanic end of it. So So
what? Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
if you need all of that stuff done, I'll put there. Matter of fact, I'm going.
All right. So Netflix. Do you have any Netflix? Anything Netflixy that you liked? So I did watch Disney, and I finally watched the Cinderella, and I loved it. The newest live action Cinderella, not
Was
cartoon.
it good? Was it good?
I loved it. I mean, I don't know how new it is, but I loved it. I thought it was I liked the acting in it and everything. I thought that was really good.
Cool. Very cool.
We're still watching
Still watching Blind Spot.
Blind Spot, which has been good. Grey's Anatomy is newly out. Their new season is out. I started watching it. It's a little slow starter. You kind of need to watch the recap because it feels like it's been forever.
Well, yeah, it has been forever since you've watched it.
Yeah, I mean, it has because I binge watch it and then I'm done like in a couple of weeks and then I have to wait a year.
Oh.
So, but other than that, have we watched anything else?
That's been it.
That's been pretty much it.
That's been pretty much it. Yeah. Couple of things also. Here in Texas, especially, just remember the deer. They're dropping babies right and left. So be careful when you're out there, especially in the hill country or on a highway or the loop or whatever it is. Where you start to see deer, kind of keep your eye out.
Two things you have to watch with baby deer. One is the mamas put them in a safe place and then they go off and they forage and do all their kind of stuff and then they come back. So the babies, you'll see the babies alone, but it's not because they're and just leave them alone. Don't spook them or anything because mama put them there intentionally and so they just need to stay there. But the other thing is, do not feed corn to the deer because corn is ice cream. We're not supposed to feed deer here locally. If you have an area where you can feed them pellets. Feed them deer pellets because deer pellets have all the nutrition that they need. Water is fine. Babies, if you give babies corn and they eat the corn, they end up with this weird sort of thing where they start to spin out and it goes to their head and it causes them a super huge deficiency that looks like rabies or something. And it's not. It's just and I can't remember what it's called, but it's literally a deficiency. You're causing the babies to eat something and they will eat that corn because it's like ice cream. Mm-hmm. And then it will cause them actually to get very, very sick and die. And so do not feed corn. If you just go to the feed store, get a bag of pellets. If you have a baby in the yard or something and you're concerned about it, which you shouldn't need to do because, but do not put out corn for deer. A lot of hunters put it out because they want to attract them to the feeder so that they can shoot them. Don't do that. If you're just feeding, don't feed corn. Feed pellets. It's not that much more expensive, and it's nutrition for them. So you can put a little corn with it, but don't do just corn because you'll make them very sick, and you will be responsible for the death of babies. And people don't realize that, and nobody says anything about it. So I always try to say it every year.
That's a good thing to do that.
Anyway, next.
Sorry, I was while you were doing that, I was.
You were researching something?
Yes, I was researching so I could. Okay, here's going to bring me bring a point up here. So I'm going to the local businesses that we talk about is one thing, but I like to tag them on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
So people can go to the link or whatever.
Yeah.
If you have a business, or if you're a musician, or whatever like that, you want to get your page on Facebook verified. So you get the little blue check. Mm-hmm. So somebody like myself, like a business or whatever, mm-hmm. wants to tag you, they can tag you that way.
Right.
Otherwise, a business cannot tag you if you have the facebook.com/ numbers.
Oh.
You got to have something like facebook.com/ Texas 46 radio.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we want to help promote you, that's the way it kind of has to work.
Okay.
Business-wise.
So if somebody goes on your page, like a comment right here, anybody who's watching our show right now, if they want to tag their business for one on the comments. On the comments, okay. Can they do that?
They should be able to because it's on our personal
page. And you're
page.
Totally okay with them doing it? I would totally be okay with it. If
fine.
you have a business and you want to share your business page on our comments, please feel free to do that. Especially if you are an artist, a musician, or
Yeah.
somebody who has something to do with the music industry. This is a perfect opportunity to tag yourself on there, because I know we have friends who are sound guys and friends who are bass players and musicians and stuff like that, and this is a good opportunity, good place to put your name there.
I can't do it, so
But
I'll try to do it a little bit later.
yeah. So anyway.
So let's go with this would be kind of interesting. Cut this volume down on this here real quick.
I was going to say, why do you have that?
It's
because you're going to be able to hear it on here.
I was listening to it to make sure that
Okay,
everything's going through. Google reviews. Okay, so if you want to do any kind of, if you want to review a business, feel free. They appreciate good reviews if you've got one. And
yeah, but if you're a crappy person and you want to review somebody in a crappy way,
which brings me to my next point.
do you have to verify if that person's a customer?
Well, no, you don't. You don't really in the beginning. So what ends up happening when you get a Google review, if you're a business, you're going to get a notification, usually via email, that says, "Oh, you got a Google review, or whatever. Such and such reviewed the business." And go like, "Oh, okay." So when you go to it, you're kind of excited to see, or maybe a little nervous about what's going to be happening. So I got a notification. The Rock Vault, our sister station, got a review.
Okay.
So I get over there to it, and it pops up, and it's got 1 star. I'm going like, 1 star? What possibly could you not resolve by just maybe emailing or talking to us first?
Okay.
1 star. It says, "When New Braunfels getting rap?" Okay.
That was your review?
That was my review. 1 star. Okay.
Someone who speaks very little English goes ahead and puts something on there about not having rap?
Well, you know, when I reported it, I especially did it because they spelled New Braunfels just way off. Okay, so I did. I was going
computer?
like, so you quickly go from a 5-star rating to a 3-star rating overall when you get stuff like
really?
that. Yeah, it's all averaged out. Okay, it's all averaged out. So what I ended up doing was you can
argue it.
You can report it.
Oh, okay.
So I reported it. I had to go to the right column to find out the category to report it with.
Okay.
And then you let it go. And when you do this on Facebook, where somebody does something spammy,
yeah,
you report it, and then you get it back, and it usually always says it doesn't
qualify.
It doesn't qualify.
Yeah.
So I kind of let it go. So what I ended up doing then, I'm going like, okay, well, they've left some other. I checked the reviews. So I popped the reviews up, and lo and behold, right underneath mine, there's one for KNBT, our local FM station.
And it says same
1
thing?
star. And it says, "Hi 92.1, would there be rap on station of New Braunfels?" So I don't know if KNBT reported it, but
this is where people suck.
here's where we skip ahead to yesterday.
Okay.
And I got a notification that says the review was removed.
Oh, nice.
So now I'm back up to 5 stars. I'm sucking up now. So if y'all want to go ahead, if y'all like to review any one of our stations,
so sad.
And that happens all the time. These poor people that when the Rock Vault first went on the air, the first day it went on the air, I had 5 stars. People reviewing. One star
came through and then it knocked it down to 3.
Yeah, he just says he just says like, there was too much high end and this and that. I'm going like you, and at that time I didn't think about complaining about it.
Yeah.
So, but now you know. So there are
so
things
if you
can
have
do.
a business and Google reviews you and you come up with something like that, there's something you can do about it.
There is something you can do. So
that's nice to know.
So okay, here's there's
call out anybody.
There's a gentleman in here. There's a gentleman that's watching that helped me set up my stuff. here
Yes.
in the studio. Okay, so sir, if you know who you are, we were just talking about. I don't know if you caught it or not. The Google reviews. So the other station that you do stuff for here in town, 92.1, had a 1-star review about 3 weeks ago on Google. You can, if you guys want to get rid of that thing, I got rid of mine.
Actually, report it.
Report it.
So.
Report it on there, and they will probably get rid of it and get rid of that 1-star for the other local station here in town. So there's no need.
So the other cool thing that did happen this week, and I'm not sure where you sit on this particular subject, but the governor of Texas,
yeah, Greg Abbott,
he vetoed the THC bill.
the SB3.
So so I was like, oh, wow, that's interesting. And I read up on it, and he is actually going to create a special session to, and so they're talking about going through like regulating, that sort of stuff. And I'm like, yes, please, because I use the CBD at night to sleep because I can't take sleeping pills, any kind of sleep medication, because it causes my legs to crawl. And I have fibromyalgia, which is a nerve pain thing. So my muscles and stuff. So like, you take Tylenol or ibuprofen for muscle pain and that works. But Tylenol and ibuprofen and those sort of things do not work for nerve pain. Nerve pain is its own animal. And so you have to actually, you have to take something that is nerve related, which is like Klonopin or Xanax, that sort of stuff. Except that causes dementia. They've found out that those medications, if you're on anything like Klonopin or Xanax or what do they call it? Those types of medications, they've recently found out that they cause dementia. And so if you can get off of those medications, if you're on them, do it, because I've had several people in my family who've had dementia, and it could have been because of that, because they were on Xanax. Now, when I went off of the Klonopin, it took me a year and a half, and I had vertigo the whole time for a year and a half. But it was worth it in the long run because I was having trouble with my speech. I was losing my ability to communicate. We were doing like morning shows, and all of a sudden I would just completely stop talking and lose my words. And so that came back after I stopped the medication. So the CBD, for me, is a blessing. It's also helpful for people who have PTSD, for people who come out of the military with all kinds of issues. It's hugely helpful for all of these different people. And it's also, like, I can't take it during the day because it makes you nauseous, but it's great for sleep. So I'm really hoping that they just go ahead and regulate it, make it safe, make it to where you have to like show ID and all that kind of stuff, make it to where it doesn't look like candy, all of these different things, and allow people to have that kind of natural source instead of having to go the big pharma route. So anyway,
that's a great idea.
So just wanted to put that out there. I thought that was kind of cool that he vetoed it.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens.
You were kind of worried about that thing all the way from the beginning. So
well, I was worried because I was like, well, what am I going to do? Because this is the only thing that's helped me sleep. And, all the other, I had to go off of all the other things,
Right.
So, yeah.
Yep.
Yes. So we'll see how that goes.
So,
anyway.
So very good. Very good. So we got some, it'd be a short show this morning, as we always try to
say that, and then it's like an hour.
Like an hour.
Hour 15.
So here's something that's kind of cool. You go to an Italian restaurant, and they usually always give you the bread and maybe some dip, some oil and stuff beforehand. And so we have found our nice little,
Oh, yeah.
our nice little combination of
it's
bread
like
and oil.
Products you love. Your
Yeah.
favorite products. We're sharing one today.
And also here, I saw a thing.
Now we'll share it, and then they'll be.
Yeah.
This happens every time. We share it, and then we go to the store and we can't get it anymore because everybody keeps buying it off the shelf.
Or they decide not to. Say, no, we don't. Perfect example is when we went to Buc-ee's.
Yes.
And for your birthday.
Yes.
No, we didn't actually go to Buc-ee's for our birthday. Ooh, we
went
get
to
a table.
Buc-ee's.
We get a table here at Buc-ee's for
because
have dinner
I
here for
needed
Shannon.
gas in my Jeep.
And she says, "I'm gonna go look for some. No, I want some cake balls."
No. Actually,
No,
I
what'd
went
you
to
do?
the restroom, and then when I came out of the restroom, I thought, it's my birthday. I'm gonna get a cake ball.
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday. They weren't. They didn't have cake balls. They no longer make cake balls at Buc-ee's. I was so disappointed. I was like,
And it's no, and it's exactly why they say why when you finally find something that you love, they're gonna stop making it.
dude, it's like the perfect pinch seasoning, and then that disappeared, and I was like, no.
You can find some alternatives. Speaking of, I don't think we've ever used that one that we just bought.
I did,
Oh,
but I
you?
didn't use it for what I put it
Oh.
in my pickles. I put.
Oh, God.
So, good morning, Miss Cynthia Garcia. How are you?
So we go back to our bread.
So, yes, you can go back to our bread.
So
Sherry.
the first.
Cherie says, y'all are so dang cute.
I'm telling you.
We're goofy.
Yeah, and we'll be exhausted by the time we're through here with this thing.
I know. I told him, I said, I need a rest day. Can I have a rest day today? I'm spent. My nervous system is like, ow.
It's spent. So you can find some.
And now, see, this is another one.
You
You're
can
going to
find-
tell them,
yeah, I
and then the secret's out, and
I
then
know.
we won't be able to get it anymore.
So you can
Well, they'll
find
go
some.
up in the price.
You can find some little hidden gems here for $1
Oh, see, you shouldn't have said that.
I
Now
know.
everybody's going
for
to
at HEB. You can go get
French bread.
French bread.
Sometimes it's actually still hot.
There
And
you go.
yeah,
$1. Okay.
yes.
So we bought
But
that.
don't everybody go buy them so that they end up going up. When you go to Fredericksburg, it was like 75 cents more than New Braunfels.
Oh, I know. At the same place.
What? I know.
So what we found out also, if you once you've done that,
When you bring it home,
the bread that's the best for you doesn't always last. The shelf life is not always as long.
yeah.
And so we found out
Sorry,
that
not the best for you, but has the least amount of
chemicals, yeah.
preservatives. Yeah.
so we found out that once we've cut it, once you want to put it away, if you put it in a Ziploc bag,
It'll stay soft.
It stays soft. Okay.
Yeah.
So we found
No, we.
You. I know you. She. Now, please, if this goes off the shelves now,
If we can never find this because of you, we're going to be mad.
So just don't say anything about it. Just go buy it and just be done. Okay, so this is the oil that we came
Share
across.
it with your friends.
It's the
So you can see. See, if you look at the bottom, see all the seasonings? So you basically, obviously.
first of all, check the lid before you do that to make sure.
I know. I'm sorry. I made it pop. So it's basically
Look at that.
flavored oil like you would get at a Italian restaurant. And it's really good. The only thing I add salt after I put it in the bowl. I add salt to it because I need the salt in it.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get the bread fresh from the store and we'll just tear it off. Just start dipping
dipping it in there.
in the oil. And they say that if you do, you're not really supposed to eat bread because it makes you fat, sort of thing. But I will always eat bread because I love bread and it's easy on my stomach.
Look, does this make me look fat?
Yes, it does. Goes right to my booty. But it is, so that is, they in Italy and stuff, they actually do that sort of stuff before they eat. It has some sort of benefit for your system. I don't know what it is about oil and You would think that would just, be bad for you, but it's supposedly
Yeah.
not. And that's made out of sunflower seed oil.
Yes.
So it's not like olive oil or whatever. But anyway, it's really, really good.
It is really good.
Good. And you can put it on your salad. You can put it on your, you can cook with the oil. But it is like $10 a bottle.
Yeah.
Is it $10?
It's $10 a bottle.
Yeah, it's $10 a
and
bottle.
there is only one front, at least in the stores that I go to here in New Braunfels.
Well, that's okay. They'll just have to start
front.
buying more.
Yeah, you have to really look for
with
it.
like 3 rows.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see and don't accidentally buy the wrong one because their labels all look identical.
Yeah,
much.
you
So
want to
just
see that. You want to see those herbs at the bottom of
Yes.
the thing.
Yeah, definitely.
So anyway, yeah.
So there
one
you
of
go.
our absolute favorite things there.
Okay, so here's a
And speaking of Italian food stuff, so our sponsor of this month, one of our sponsors for this month, is Gennaro's Trattoria in Canyon Lake. If you've never been there, if you live in New Braunfels, and you remember where Johnny Carino's was, or Carino's, I guess they took the word Johnny's off of it, Johnny off of it. But when Johnny Carino's left, Gennaro's moved into that building, and then after COVID hit, they got out because of the financial aspect of everything, and they went back to just having the store in Canyon Lake. So if you've ever gone in town to Gennaro's and thought, oh no, the Italian food restaurant that we love, it's gone. It's not gone. It's in Canyon Lake, and it's an amazing, beautiful little building. It's real elegant. So you want to dress nice. You don't want to like go there in a tank top and shorts,
flip-flops.
but you do want to dress a little bit nice because it's kind of a more of an elegant atmosphere. But oh my God, the food is amazing, and it's all like homemade. It's not like frozen stuff. Everything is just
Authentic.
It's very authentic. And so. Anyway,
Yeah.
Great date night for you and your wife, especially on a great occasion. So
Yes, definitely
Anyway.
indeed.
Gennaro's Trattoria.
Gennaro's Trattoria.
Gennaro's. I have no idea
Either
how it's
either or either. either.
potato. Go ahead.
Okay,
So we
so
were having that conversation the other day too.
potato, tomato.
No, how
How I say
how
it.
you say different things. How you learn things weird.
So she first caught me when I said, "You want to go? Let's open up that window."
The window.
The window.
The window.
Okay, so it's a window,
It's a window.
and as it is for me, it's a tomato and a potato. Okay.
He doesn't say the
And I don't even think about it when I do it. It's just there's no at the end.
That's
But
That's why you say Gennaro's instead of Gennaro's.
That's why
I'm
everybody.
surprised you don't say Gennara.
No, I had trouble with the Trattoria.
Yes, you did have. You still have. You still are a little nervous about saying it.
Trattoria.
So when we got married, it was so funny because he doesn't say umbrella.
Umbrella.
He says umbrella, and I was like, so I always do the hop umbrella.
I'm gonna get an umbrella.
You're gonna get an umbrella.
You get the umbrella.
That's not how you say it.
That's
It's an
not
umbrella.
that's not how you do that.
Umbrella.
All right, I know what I know.
So, do you and your spouse sit and have a conversation, and then one of the spouse says something incorrectly, and you go, "That's not how you say that. It's not New Braunfels."
No, that's like misheard lyrics.
Yeah, he says, so my family cabinet, we brought our family cabinet over. It's his family and my family are related down the line. And anyway, so the cabinet belongs to my family and to his family. So it's the Hebinger family. He says Hebringer. And I'm like, is it Hebringer, honey? I think it's Hebinger. He's like, well, I've always
I
said it
don't know,
Hebringer. And I was like, I don't think there's another R. There's only one R in.
There isn't an R in Hebringer.
No, there is.
Hebringer.
There is an R, honey.
Oh, in the middle.
No.
No, there's not in the middle.
Hebinger.
There's only one R at the end. Okay,
There
so
you
there it
go.
is. There it is.
There you go. You can
There's no R
make
in the
your
middle.
own
That's what it is. Okay,
song.
sorry. I know.
So anyway, yeah, that's one of our
Yeah.
things.
Yvonne watching this morning. Yvonne, good morning. It is Friday, thank goodness. And remember, we won't call you out unless you respond or comment here. Okay, here's something that just a little odd things. I mean, we've gone through some topics this morning. We're just kind of like coasting through just a
Go
little
with
bit
the
here.
flow.
So a Brazilian bank was ordered to pay a former secretary $9,000. This is how the money works over there. After her boss told her to keep a plastic turtle on her desk. So why, you wonder? The manager told his secretary to keep the turtle on her desk to remind her of how slow she worked.
Oh, I would be offended.
Pay up, buddy.
I would take the money, but I would also be offended.
I
would be like, flicking that turtle. Sorry.
Stop it.
It's not me. It's the thing.
It's the thing. So yeah, we don't.
I'd be like coloring it. I would be like sticking stuff on it.
Oh, I'd be like burning it. I'd be like melting it on my desk.
Melting it. You didn't say it had to be intact. You just said it had to be on my desk. I'd be like putting little crochet little hats for it.
So I'll here's just a couple little fun things that might put a little.
Oh my God, I would have so much fun with that turtle. Now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, what can I do with the turtle? Now I want to get me a turtle and put it on my desk.
Well, you have turtles you have for your Jeep. So that's your Jeep
I
name.
could, and they're like little rubber ones, so I could actually stick things in them,
Like,
make little antennas,
oh, there you go.
make
There
them
you
a
go.
dress.
Okay, so here's a couple. I'm gonna throw a couple of things at you.
I am easily amused.
You remember the TV series? Well, back in the day, Lassie, and Lost in Space, the original.
No.
The original.
Go ahead.
Well, the actress, the mom, June Lockhart.
Oh.
This week she turned 100 years old.
Oh wow.
She turned 100.
Okay, so yesterday I watched Titanic. Well, I started watching it, and then we had company, and then so I paused it, and then I went back and finished watching it. I don't know. I've watched it 1,000 times, but and at the end of Titanic, we all believe. Well, I don't know what you believe, but at the end of Titanic, we all go, "Does Rose die, or is she just dreaming?" You know, she's on the ship, and she goes to sleep. And you think, and then all of a sudden she visits the people that have passed away in Titanic. Now, we always thought, oh, she died on the ship. How sad. She threw the necklace overboard, went to bed, and died. And she died and went down to be with all of the other Titanic people. Some people believe that she dreams and visits them in her dreams. So I went online to find out exactly what the truth is, and the guy that made the film decided to leave it open and let you decide for yourself. So what do you believe? Do you believe she died?
Well,
do you like believing she died and went to be with all of them?
Well, see,
or that she just, I mean, because remember, she was like 101 or something like that. I love that actress.
Okay, so
when you go in, when you're watching the film and they show the picture of her, the drawing of her naked on the screen, and she's in there on her little porch, and the house is just so cute and it's packed to the gills like I like my house, and she's making a clay, something ceramic or something like that, and all of a sudden she goes, "Turn that up, dear," and she walks in and she goes, "I be goddamn." She sees the picture of her, which is so funny because he says it and then she says it. But anyway, I love that lady. But what do you believe? Do you believe that she died, or do you believe?
I remember part of the movie when Dawson. What's his first name?
Dawson. I'm sorry. Now I'm thinking Jurassic Park.
Dawson here. Dawson here.
Dawson. Who are you talking about? Which one's Dawson?
Her boyfriend.
Her boyfriend. Rose Dawson. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What was his?
Jack.
Jack. Why can I not remember Jack? So
Never let go.
Jack is. I think Jack is talking to her on that door, floating door built for two.
Okay, so the floating door thing. Every time anybody gets, there's so many memes about the door. I'm sorry, but that freaking huge door. I could have put him and I on there. We could have figured it out.
And she did say frickin'. So
I said freaking.
I know. Yeah, but I was watching. I was watching it.
To swim to the other side.
I was watching.
Bounce it out. Come on.
No. I was watching it again yesterday, and when she was on there in the middle,
it sunk.
It sunk down. So
I don't care. It would have been better than nothing.
So he mentions that she's going to grow old, have children, and die in her bed.
Die at an old age in her bed.
In her bed.
That's true.
Okay,
so you think he just predicted the future?
So that's what I thought when at the end,
Yeah.
when she's laying there in wax form. Okay.
She's
that
so cute.
I think that if she was just dreaming, that's one thing. That's fine. But when you're, I thought
no one has an opinion on this.
No one's got an opinion on it. They're gonna go. Well, I need to watch it and see.
I know.
I'll watch it.
So it's on Amazon Prime. If you want to watch it, you have to probably watch a commercial or something at the beginning. But it's on Amazon Prime, or you can be like me and just throw the video. Actually, I can't find my DVD of it. I think I loaned it to one of the kids, and it's gone forever. But so my cousin Kim showed up, and she goes into my craft room, and she goes, "What do you have that for?" And it's like a whole, line of like 300 DVDs on the wall. And I went, "What do you mean?" She goes, "What do you have that there for?" And I said, "Because I use them." And she goes, "You do?" I was like, "Well, yeah, it's not like it's a VCR tape. It's a DVD. I have a computer. I put it in and I watch the movie."
And that you.
She was like, "Why do you use that?" I was like, "Because."
See now
why don't you have Harry Potter on anything right now?
Why don't you go ahead and ask me that when I open up this box that has all my VCR tapes in it?
Cherie says she has to get her hubby to the doctor. Prayers for him. I hope everything is going really well. I know that they probably have some more
testing and stuff to do. So.
Well, no, they were talking about
Stint?
doing another stent or something.
Okay.
I know my dad had 2 stents, and he did really, really well with them. I mean, it was a really minor sort of surgery. So prayers for you, and you have a great Friday. So Lisa Talley says, howdy. So Titanic. You want to go back? It's just so fun to listen to the music and everything of the. It's such a well done movie.
It was pretty.
Okay, so you
pretty
want
crazy.
me to? You have a couple more sponsors to do, and then I'm gonna go get chicken of the week. So hang out. I'll try to find an interesting animal and bring it in
Okay.
while he goes through. Bear with us.
Yes. Let me. I was trying to find something right here.
For what?
Oh, here we go. Never mind. I found it. Okay. What were we asking? Oh, we find something interesting here.
And sponsors.
Sponsors. We mentioned some sponsors, and I'm trying to tag our sponsors here as we go. Also have Kamaltex Insurance. Okay, so Kamaltex with Christine Eilers. If you need, like the commercial says, cars, boats, homeowners, anything that you have that you'd like to have insured, give Christine and her crew a call at Kamaltex Insurance. It's tagged here in the comments, so you can certainly do that as well. Go give them a shout out. Also, the Faust Brewing Company here in New Braunfels is a sponsor for us, and we appreciate our sponsors, man, more than you know. And their brewery is right downtown, kind of off the beaten path, off Castell Street and Butcher, and it's really a neat venue. They have live music, craft beer, with the exception of probably last night during the rain gusher at the downtown. We didn't have any rain out here, very little actually, very little, and it rained like a monsoon downtown. So if you were in an outside venue running for cover, even if you were at the Faust Brewing Company, you probably found an umbrella to be underneath, and still enjoy the evening, because once the rain passed, it was a great evening. Okay, so that was our sponsor there, and lastly, our last June sponsor, which is coming to a close, that they were very gracious to sponsor us for June, is the Saltgrass Steakhouse, right off of 35 next to the Marriott Courtyard. And you have to hit the old access road right there. And you can probably be best if you call ahead of time, maybe make reservations. If you want to go, make good for a date night. Just someplace, if you wanted a great steak, just stop on by there. So sponsor-wise was good for them. Good for them. Is there anybody else that I missed sponsor-wise here while she's going out to get the chickens, the chicken of the week? She'll be here in just a minute. I'm not sure. It's going to be it'll be a surprise to me who she picks. I have no idea. Also, let's talk about drive-in movies. Have you been to one in a long time? You know, New Braunfels used to have one, the Tower Drive-In. And now we've got Stars and Stripes here, okay? And there are approximately 325 to 330 operating outdoor movie theaters in the United States, 43 in Canada, and making it home to the second largest number of drive-ins in the world. So, if you've never been to Stars and Stripes, I can't say that I have not. I have not been to Stars and Stripes, but if you get a chance, if you love the drive-in movie atmosphere, the thing, that'd be kind of cool. Oh my gosh, this is definitely a change of pace here for us to have our guest here in the studio. And here we go. There. How did you manage to grab that this morning?
By opening the pin and grabbing the last
right.
one.
Hey, you're okay. You're okay. Hey.
Okay.
No, this isn't RuPaul, is it?
No, this is from the Backyard Ducks.
Oh.
So this was from
Hi.
this one's from this one's from the set of 14.
Oh, okay. Hi there.
Okay, buddy. So you're good. You're good.
You're gonna give her a heart attack.
Him.
Hi.
Him.
Hi there.
Okay. Do you have me turned down, or is it?
No,
it's just
you're
my ears. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you may have to turn me up because I can't get my head close to the thing.
Okay.
I'll try not to make it pop. Okay. So this is a male duck. Here, okay, buddy. He's shivering.
Aww.
They're not very social. I mean, they're sweethearts, but they're not social. Not like they don't like come up to you and get treats and stuff like that. They if they're hungry and you haven't fed them all day, they'll get pretty close, but they don't necessarily let us pick them up or anything. But this is so sweet. And I don't get to hold them very often, so I'm enjoying this thoroughly. So this is what you would consider an egg/meat duck. This particular one is probably no, I got it. Stop it, buddy. I gotta pin his wings. Hold on. Look at that. Isn't that fun? You're good. Look at that wingspan. Okay. Let's pin your wings. There you go. There's a sweet boy. That's a sweet boy. Okay. Look at me on the film. Okay. Whew. I'm sorry. It's just like... Sorry. Bear with me here. Just a second.
There we are.
All right. So here you go. Isn't he pretty? So he's got a little bit of, dark to his head. I think that, so we had, when we originally got our ducks, we got, did we get 3 and 3?
I think so.
3 Buff Orpington ducks. If you have chickens, there's Buff Orpington chickens too, but these were Buff Orpington ducks. And then we got 3 Khaki Campbell ducks. So the khaki Campbell are a darker color, and the Buff Orpington are this nice, pretty blonde color that you see on the bottom part. The khaki Campbell and the Buff Orpington bred, they're pretty much the same size and everything. It's just a color difference. So this little dude is a mix of the two. So he's got a dark head that's kind of like the khaki Campbell males. And the Buff Orpington, I don't remember if Buff Orpington males get the dark head. But anyway, he is... they're very sweet. So they're not aggressive in any way. They're really big ducks. They lay really big eggs. They can lay up to 300 eggs a year, although I don't know any ducks that I've had that lay 300 eggs a year. They do lay all year long, as compared to like the Muscovy we have. She lays clutches, so she'll lay a clutch of 30, and then usually that's it for the year. This year she's actually laying a second time, so that's pretty cool, and her eggs are giant, bigger than theirs even. The ducks, the interesting thing about ducks is the male have a raspy sound. So the female quack, like you traditionally hear, and the males have a kind of a raspy sound. They eat, so they eat feed like a chicken does, but they also free range, and they love snails. Chickens like to scratch, so they'll kick rocks out, they'll kick the mulch out and stuff. Ducks will just nuzzle like this, and they'll filter water. So they've got they don't really have teeth. They have kind of it just kind of does this inside their mouth, and so they filter water and get all of the kind of weird things out of the water. So they eat when their eggs are really, really good, it's when they have free ranged and are able to get a hold of snails and stuff like that, because the escargot makes their eggs taste amazing. Their eggs, what's really interesting about their eggs is that their eggs are high in omega-3s. So they're richer tasting. I don't know if they're lower in cholesterol or if they just have the good fats too, so it balances it out a little bit better. Also, if you have a family member, sorry, this is really soft. If you have a family member who's allergic to chicken eggs, a lot of times you can buy duck eggs, and they won't be allergic to the duck eggs. Although you'd want to test just to make sure. But we have a lot of people who buy duck eggs from us because their family member is allergic to chicken. We also have bakeries that like to buy from us too. So, so they're really, really cool. They would eat fish. They love to go when the chickens, when we lift a bowl off the ground of water. There's usually worms underneath it, like crazy, hundreds of worms under the bowls. And the chickens look at the worms and go, nah. And which I think is interesting, because it's well, they're worms. Don't you like worms? The ducks will go and just gobble them up super fast. So.
Ooh, sketty, yay! Spaghetti, this would be good. Yep. He's calm now?
He's calm now. He's not shivering. His heart's... So you should
foot.
Yeah, get is your camera, are you safe to get your camera and show them some close-ups of his face and stuff?
I think so.
Really beautiful animals, and we have so much fun with them. They're so much fun to watch. Where if you have a puddle from the rain, they love to play in the puddle. Isn't he sweet? Look how sweet he is.
Hey. And then we got here. I'll put your foot.
He's got, if you look under his foot, he's got almost like bumblefoot. They get their feet get so calloused. It's not really bumblefoot. It's just really, really calloused from walking on whatever.
Hey, buddy.
He's just really chill. Are you really chill? Yeah. Yeah. And so his wings, if I can release one wing without, he's got. I know it's okay. It's okay. Here. I'm gonna turn you around. Stop. Okay. Turn you around. Okay. And show you his. Isn't that great?
It's pretty.
Beautiful.
Very
beautiful
pretty.
boy.
Very pretty.
He's a beautiful
buddy,
boy.
Buddy, hold on.
Okay.
Go back.
Oh, he doesn't have a name. So we've named a few. We've probably had up to 30. Oh, you scratched my neck. We've had probably about 30 ducks. We had our very first Khaki Campbell was named Gertie. And then we had one named Charlotte. We had one named Chloe. Mm-hmm. Chloe have the puff on her head. Mm-hmm. So they're so cool when they have the crested ones. But the problem with the crested ones is for some reason they're just easy for predators. So we had one beautiful crested puffy head, one named Chloe. Anna Foxer or something got her. Yeah. And so they are what you would consider sitting ducks because these do not fly. I mean, they can fly like 3 foot off the ground for a few feet, but they don't fly like a duck that
you see way up in the
migrates.
Migrates, yeah.
Now we do have Abigail. Abigail is a Muscovy, and she's those black and white ones that have all the bumps all over the face. That look kind of like a goose, but not a goose. It's almost like a goose-duck mix. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. So Abby is hilarious. She's got a personality, but she was from a rescue. She was hit by a car. They think she was hit by a car. So she has neurological issues or had neurological issues, and she has a little bit of a limp or something like that. So we keep an eye on her, but we have to trim her wings because she takes off. And we had to go run the neighborhood to get her. So, let's see. She says I have a way with ducks, with that duck. When you have the birds we've had these birds for 8 years, you get to a point where you get really good at handling them. So we have some like mean roosters, like really mean roosters. And I can manage somehow. You get to a point where you're good at feeding them. You know how to block and protect.
Exactly.
You know how to grab the right thing. You know how to, and a lot of times when you're dealing with a bird, any kind of bird, you pin their wings. And when I say pin their wings, you know how to grab them in a way that you can hold their wings down so that they don't flap and, when they flap, it doesn't freak me out anymore. So, it's kind of neat when they flap their wings. You get to see their full wingspan and everything and how strong they are.
Oh, yeah.
Clara, yesterday, I was showing Clara to Kim, and Clara was like, oh, good, I get to go inside, And then when I turned around, started walking her back to her pen, her wings popped out, and she was like, no! Her wings were just flapping out. You were a sweet boy. Okay, you can tuck in.
Here we go. So,
he pulled his head back.
What a great way to... What a great way to...
Yeah, she said she thought all ducks fly. They have a good wingspan, but their body's so fat, so they can't get off the ground far enough to make much. But
they can fly.
They can fly a good 30
distances.
feet. But then that's it because they're so fat. They're really fat, and they breed. They're so funny. They breed the hens. They will they'll mount the hen, grab the head, and they're aggressive when they grab the head and do this kind of before they breed. And then when they do breed, they like fall off. They make a quack sound and then they fall off to the side. And what a lot of people don't know is that roosters don't have any kind of appendage. So for a rooster to fertilize a hen, The rooster is just, he does his little thing and she opens the vent. With ducks, there's an appendage. So if you have ducks and you have chickens, you have to make sure your ducks are, that you have plenty of female ducks for your drake. Male ducks are called drakes. And you have to make sure that your drakes are not breeding your hen, because it'll kill the hen. Because the ducks literally have like a corkscrew, it looks like a corkscrew appendage, and they're funny. We've got a little duck, a drake named Button, because he has a little tuft of hair on top of his head, and he has one bad eye. The eye is sunk. He was born that way. But he likes to sneak away from his two girls and run across and get him nookie from some other of the ducks, and then he gets chased, and he gets so proud of himself he goes around in a circle and flaps his wings. So they're hilarious. And when it rains and they have a puddle, they will bathe and splash. Very, very entertaining. Drakes have a tail feather that loops up. Does he? Let's see. Let me see if I can. He's all calm and everything, but I wanted to see if I can. Do you have your drake feather, or did you lose yours? This one doesn't have his drake feather. He must have lost it, but he'll grow another one. So the drakes have a little loop, a little curly feather on the back. We have one transgendered duck that has a curly feather on the back because she wants to be a boy, but she lays eggs. So she's probably very confused. Mm-hmm. Do we have a pond on our land? We have baby pools. So each group of ducks has a fresh baby pool almost every day. We fill it with water, and then they go and splash and play and swim and go round and round in it. And then by the end of the day, it is brown, murky, nasty water, which you can turn around and
use for your plants.
Use for your plants, because like chicken poop, you have to is too acidic, so you have to let that calm down. Where rabbit and duck poop you can use right away, so duck water can be used right away. But yeah, so they have they have baby pools, and it is so much fun to watch them play. So I've got one in the garden right outside my window, so I get to watch them play in the morning.
That's pretty cool.
So ducks are really, really fun. If you have chickens, you can put ducks with chickens. You just have to make sure your drakes, you have to make sure if you have a male duck, you don't have to have a male duck, but that if you have a male duck, that he has plenty of females so that he doesn't breed the hens. And ours, they come out of their pen and they go in the garden. And then we close the door so that the chickens and the ducks kind of are separate. And these guys are fun. So there's all kinds of different kinds. There's black ones that are called, do you remember what the black one? Okay. No. So there's black ones, there's blue Swedish. The black ones, I can't remember what they're called, but they lay black eggs. Or no, they lay white eggs or off-white eggs, but they have a blackish bloom on them, which makes them look black. But as they lay, like when they start, they're really, really dark, and then after a while they lighten up. So it's pretty interesting, and their eggs are really big, and they're waterproof. So when you wash them, if you buy duck eggs from somebody, they look dirty because they have like a wax over them that keeps them waterproof. And you have to, if you want them to be white as snow, you have to scrub that wax off. But then the air gets in the egg, so it's really good to leave. Mwah, you're so sweet.
So there we go.
So anyway,
very nice presentation there, my dear. And she will be happy to get back outside.
It's a boy.
I just didn't see the drake feather.
Because when I got him, there was no drake feather.
Okay, fine.
But he was raspy when I picked him up. So
okay, very good.
I was trying to get him to do his sound.
He's too nervous.
Look, when I do this, he kicks his foot. He's like, "Stop it!"
So, you guys, we're done for today. You guys have a great weekend, and I'll leave you with this particular thing here. here's something you didn't know yesterday. In 2008, a Los Angeles woman sued Victoria's Secret because she was attempting to put on a thong. She said that a decorative metallic piece flew off the garment and struck her in the eye. So you'll sue for just about anything.
So she sued?
So she sued. Didn't say whether she won the suit or not, but...
Oh, that was a waste of money.
Oh, for somebody. For somebody, though. But, yeah. So we'll leave you with that one there. You guys have a great one. Shannon and I saying bye. Our little duck saying bye. We'll see y'all next time. Have a good one.
Be sure to tune in next week for another exciting story.
Guys, have a good one. See you later. Bye.
For the great taste of authentic Italian cuisine, you'll want to visit Gennaro's Trattoria. They are located at 10018 Starts Road at Canyon Lake. Just about everything you crave from a great Italian restaurant, including fine wines, pastas, and more. Just drive on up or call ahead of time and make a reservation at 830-899-2800. Gennaro's Trattoria. Great affordable Italian cuisine.